And welcome to the fourth voltage. We had a little bit of a match change tonight. It was supposed to be Steph McKay versus Amy Diamond, but Steph never showed up. So Brittany stood up and answered the call. So Brittany is now in her second singles match. Currently hasn't any wins, so she really needs one. She's currently standing at 1 loss and 0 wins. And the same for Amy Diamond. So one of these women will get their starting win and the other one will remain defeated. This will also be the final match on High Voltage for Amy, as she and her Pure Killer sisters have been traded to Future Rush. So expect them on Tuesday night. But they aren't going anywhere. They still will remain on Fatal Attraction every Saturday night. And always the angry, focused look in Amy's eyes. At first she was the laughable jokester. And now one day she decided to attack people backstage and called herself the Pure Killer. And then she brought in Alexis. Now Alexia. And then later Amanda came in, Ash. But Ash was thrown out. And Amanda stepped back in. That's the story of the Pure Killers. Enough about that. Now it's Reverse Fate versus Pure Killers, Brittany Cole versus Amy Diamond in a one-on-one normal match. And now the power of Brittany driving Amy into the corner. And the ref breaks them with a clean breakup. Out of the kick from Brittany. In a backflip. Into the back suplex. Beautiful move by Brittany. Oh, but Amy doesn't stay down for long with an arm drag. Without the power of Amy slamming her down. Without the power again, now Amy driving Brittany into her corner. And again a clean breakup between the two. Now Amy misses the clothesline. And a running knee from Amy. And now the kick to the face by Amy again. Looking for her first and final win on High Voltage. Oh, that. And a suplex into the neck breaker by Amy. Oh, now the uppercut from Brittany. Irish whip. Can't lift her up, and with a leg sweep from Amy. Kicking the back. And a snapmare. Into a single drop kick. Amy staying on Brittany. Rolling through what she has in mind. Now flipping over into the air raid neck breaker. Oh, and an arm drag from Brittany is back to her feet quick. Oh, Brittany had second thoughts that cost her. And the elbows from Amy. Clothesline. A gut kick from Amy. Physical kick from Brittany. And the arm drag from Amy again, beautifully. And the uppercut from Amy. And the leg snap. Oh, and again Amy's back quickly to her feet. Well, that. And a sit out spine buster. Now Amy into the corner, was looking for something but didn't go for it. Looking for a finisher. And a full and a half and drives her down. And Brittany kicks out. And a heavy elbow to the gut of Amy. Beautiful roll. Leg sweep into the leg breaker by Brittany Cole. And Brittany's all fired up now. Couple of forearms and a clothesline. Into the face breaker. What's this? And a modified backstabber from Brittany. And the knee to Amy's face. Is that enough? 1, 2, and Amy kicked out. And now the knee from Amy. Clothesline and a clothesline. Into the running splash. And again a jumping clothesline with the from Amy Diamond. And taking Amy down. Oh, and Brittany's going up top. What's she looking for? Asking for Amy to get up. Oh, went for a senton but misses. Crashed hard on the mat. Oh, what's this? Torture acquisition. And a burning hammer to close the deal. And Amy wins her final high voltage match, making her 1-1. What an opening match by these two women. Making Brittany set 0-2 and Amy 1-1 as she goes to Future Rush. Let's see again that knee. And the win after the brutal burning hammer. Oh, and the fans don't like that Jaden is here. And it looks like he didn't bring out his hardcore title. And the Fans really don't like him. You can hear the boos all across the arena. Won his first title in a hardcore tournament last week. And then this week he was attacked by the Order on a high voltage live event. So JJ had a good and a bad last 2 weeks, winning his first title in over months since joining, and being brutally attacked by the Order. And then he was running backstage his mouth and all. And then our general manager decided that Chris Russell would be a good challenge for him. Jada's win record is 3 wins and 2 losses, so it's a pretty good streak. But here's Chris Russell, the undefeated, going in this match with 2 wins and 0 losses. And this Saturday faces Rob Kamen for the High Voltage World title. So if he can beat a champion here tonight and win the title this Saturday, he had a good, in my opinion, that's a good week. Him and Rob have been playing games over the last few weeks, attacking each other backstage in matches, but looks like since Rob caught Chris backstage, a lot of didn't happen anymore. Like almost like they forgot each other. Well, this Saturday it's impossible to forget when they are being locked up inside a Shinobi Strong Style Death Cage. Later on tonight, his Resistance brother Cody Hagan faces Rashad Wyatt. So will the Resistance dominate tonight's show, or will they crumble down? And right off the gate, JJ with a backflip into a back suplex. And now the mounted punches by Jaden and a kick to the gut. Now what is Jaden going for? Oh, and already swinging Chris around and a smaller swing than usual. Oh, and a hip toss into the knee strike by Chris Russell. And the power with the Michinoku driver by Jaden. Oh, misses the kick. Now it's this. Oh, nothing, because Jaden blocks it. Clothesline into the corner. And a hesitation drop kick. Oh, but Chris already had a spinning uppercut almost. Now just slamming Jaden into the mat with his face. And the knee from Jaden now. Eye drip into the corner. Oh, misses the drop kick. And a chop again. Oh, Jaden was quicker. Headlock. Oh, Chris gets out, slapped hand away. The clothesline setting him over the top. And Jaden quickly back to his feet. Might cost him. Oh, Jaden didn't do anything. That caused him a trap in the arms and an overhead suplex. Beautiful move by Chris Russell. And a reverse bulldog. Chris Russell is finding his place back into this match. And a mushroom stomp by Chris. Into a headlock driver is Chris now pinning him. And a cocky pin by Chris. 1, 2, and Jaden kicked out. Oh, and the stomping on the bended arm of Jaden. Irish whip. And throws Jaden up and lets him fall. Irish whip again. And does the same again. Just... Oh, went for something, but Jaden rolled up. And the punches. And a kick to the gut now. And a brain buster by Jaden. Is it done yet? And the power of Jaden on display now. Into a twisting face breaker. 1. And now kick out at 1. And Jaden can't believe it. Dragging Chris. And bouncing her back with the top rope. Oh, the five is carried by Jaden, and Chris reverses into a reverse DDT. And the elbow to the back of Jaden. Oh, fireman scary. And an Ushikaroshi by Chris Russell. And headspot the elbow of Jaden now. Now the Irish whip from Jaden. Oh, taking his time might cost him. Oh, and the Enziguri. Oh, Jaden is looking for something. Not the hardcore champion looking for. And a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, and Chris kicks out. Jaden can't believe it. Oh, we've seen this stunt many of times. It means something big is coming. Oh, now a punch to the head, and again. Irish whip. Bends down, and a jumping knee from Jaden. Now what is this? And an inverted suplex from Jaden. Now Jaden in full control. I might look for again for that pop-up powerbomb. Can he connect? And he does. Pop-up powerbomb by Jaden now. 1, 2, and a hardcore champion beats Chris Russell. Jaden now with the 4-2 record, the highest win record in Elite Pro Season 2 history now. And Chris Russell gets his first defeat by Jaden's hands. Let's hope this defeat doesn't cost him his match this Saturday. Let's see again that going for the pop-up powerbomb. Now we got some triple threat action. And there is the undisputed champion. Hasn't had the greatest season 2 so far, going in this match with 0 wins and 3 losses, sadly. This Saturday defends his undisputed title against Christian Maniac, who is now currently undefeated with a 3-0 record. So the opposite of what Mike has. So is Mike able to get his first season 2 win here tonight? Or will he lose again? Now we're waiting for his opponent. Who would it be? Sebastian Walker or Xavier Walker? And we're waiting. And we finally see something. And a unique entrance of the tag, of one half of the tag champions. Lost this week to Dragon Bros on Future Rush. So is he able to get a win here tonight? This is Sebastian's first singles match in season 2. In tag competition he's 1 win and 2 losses, but singles competition he hasn't done anything yet. So is he able to get his first singles win here, or will he lose to either Mike or Xavier, who both have a loss record? Mike has 3 losses and Xavier has 1. So one of these 3 men will get another loss to their record, and one will get that first win that they desperately need. And now he is the former US champion, Xavier Walker. Lost his title to Nathan Porter, who is now the current champion, who defends his title against Cody Hagan this Saturday at Blood Honor. And Xavier looked fired up as always. Sponsored by Crossface Pro, who also is a sponsor of Elite Pro. It is Walker versus Storm. Let's get this match started. Oh, Mike just completely ignoring Sebastian, but that caused him a snap suplex by Sebastian now. Oh, and a knee to the gut by Xavier. Mike asking for more. And a dropkick by Sebastian now. And a dropkick again to Mike. And a kick didn't even phase Mike Storm. And a bicycle knee now from Mike. Blocks a chop. Now form of Mike. What that? And a modified brainbuster by Mike Storm. And Sebastian caused with a German suplex from Storm. Oh, got blocked. Fireman's carry now by Sebastian, and Mike reverses into the Impaler. And then Hurricanrana by Xavier, beautifully done. What an uppercut now. And it slams him down on the foot, on the sole of Mike, and a bell clap now. Mike is completely dominating. But I might have spoken too soon. As we got on Tornado reverse DDT by Sebastian. But Mike is back with the leg sweep. And a nice suplex by Mike. Keep in mind, Mike is a cruiserweight and the power he has is unbelievable. And a little dragon screw now. Now headlock by Xavier. But Mike gets out. Oh, and a formed another double team. And Mike gets out. And a cutter by Mike Storm. Oh, we've seen this a lot of time. With the double knees, is this enough to pin? That's the veteran instinct of Mike Storm. 1, 2, and Sebastian kicked out at 2. And a reverse DDT. Oh, and Xavier took some time. And Mike with the bicycle now. Oh, and just Sebastian going for the arm now. And a deadlift. Oh, and it slams him down. Oh, and a release suplex. And Xavier blocks whatever Sebastian was going for, another power. But Mike reverses into a reverse DDT. And now the power of Mike on display. Onto the knee. And going for the pin. 1. And a kick out at 1. Now Storm and Walker are in the ring together. Now the power of Mike again. And it slams him down. 1, 2, and Walker gets out. Well, Mike is fired up. And a ripcord knee strike by Xavier. Oh, and just slams him down on the knee. Might knock them out. 1, 2, and Xavier gets out. Oh, and the face buster by Sebastian. Oh, and it's called Xavier. He might get looking again for it. Oh, and it's something else. It's almost like a stunner. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Xavier kicks out. Oh, and a double XL by Xavier. 1, and a kick out at 1 now. Mike Storm is back into the fight. And a drop, and misses the drop kick. Didn't get all of it, but enough to take Sebastian down. And now a wrist lock Larry by Xavier Walker. 1, and a kick out at 1. Sebastian slowly getting to his feet, and the kick didn't even phase Mike. And the power of Mike Storm again. With the driver. Didn't go for the pin. Smart. Saw the Sebastian and blocked Sebastian's attack. We've seen this before. And the double knees by Mike Storm. The ref almost looking shocked. It did enough. First win of Mike. 1, 2. And Mike Storm gets his first win. Heading into Blood Honor. Mike finally broke the losing record. It's currently now at 1-3. And Xavier 0-2. And Sebastian 0-1. Mike had a big power source this match. Will the undisputed champion be able to defeat the undefeated Christian Maniac at Blood Honor? Or will the Emperor take down the Storm Empire? Close look at the new stage of High Voltage, created by our general manager Ash 2. Rashad Wyatt made his debut at the kickoff weeks ago, defeating Rob Kamen in that Shinobi Strong Style match. His current record is 1-1, 1 win and 1 loss. And he's looking to expand that streak by getting another win over his opponent Cody Hagan, who also has a one-on-one. So one of these men is able to spread out their winning streak, and the other one will get another loss to their record. Now waiting for his opponent Cody Hagan, who has a title match this Saturday at Blood On against the current US champion Nathan Porter. And there he is, representing the Resistance. made his return weeks ago. And won that brutal elimination fatal 4-way a couple weeks ago. By being the last man standing. The wolf on his back. The focus in his eye. Said on social media, this is a dream match to him. Let's hope the chills of this dream match won't cost him his match. Cody Hagan, the psychopath of the Resistance. Let's get the match started. Waist lock by Rashad. And now waist lock by Cody. And the snapmare. And I'm going for the arm. Some tactical wrestling on display now, and a headlock by Rashad. And Cody driving Rashad into the ropes. Oh, roll through and a drop toe by Cody. Fireman scare by Cody, but Rashad reversed into a reverse DDT. For Nelson into a reverse DDT, beautiful move. Now running. Oh, and a running leg drop by Rashad, and it isn't done yet. And another. And the top rope moonsault by Rashad, beautiful move. 1 and a kick out at 1. And an overhead belly to belly by Hagan. Rashad looking for a high risk maneuver. Oh, but changes his mind and drops Cody and dropped 3 of woe into a drop kick. How the shot going for? And a double knees to the face is Rashad. Completely dominating this match, and Rashad is going for something. All fired up. And the knee connects. Well, that is that veteran instinct of Rashad dragging Cody away. 1, 2, and Cody kicks out. Leg drop again. And looking for that second leg drop, and it connects. Cody finally gets some fight back. And a running elbow. Powerbomb perhaps by Cody, and it connects. Oh, is it done yet? And the power of Cody on display. And again a triple powerbomb. Going for the pin. 1 and a kick out at 1. Another headlock of Cody. Apply more pressure. And a cap of one shot. And a unique move now. But it isn't done yet. Cloverleaf by Rashad now. And pressing the knee onto the spine of Cody. Smart move. Oh, it looks like Cody got out and pushes Rashad away. But the damage to the legs has been done. Oh, hammerlock suplex on, dropping Wyatt on his arm. Now Hagen is fired up. And a clothesline. And again. And a power slam. Cody is back in this fight. And a stomping his face into the mat, but isn't done yet. Picks him up. Another power. Runs him into the turnbuckle and a power slam by Cody now. Well, now Cody looking for the finishing touch. Fire and scare, and Rashad is, and the running in by Rashad out of nowhere. 1, 2, and Cody kicks out again, and the knee out of nowhere really surprised Cody, but he was able to get out anyway. And a knee. A miss, and a Cody. Oh, went for something, but and a German suplex. Looking again, and a running knee again from Rashad. And that's it, folks. Rashad Wyatt expands his winning streak by going 1-2. What a match. The final knee busted Cody open. That's him. The winner of tonight. His knees are truly brutal. The final knee busted Cody open. Now we got some tag action. It's a secret glitches. And there he is, the Cruiserweight champion didn't bring his title out. The secret glitches tag record is currently 2-1. One loss is by the women's side, so combined one win for the male side and the female side. And there's their newest member. Looks like they brought Aiden Blake back. He had a quick run as Shane Priest or whatever he'd like to call himself in the hardcore tournament. But looks like Austin brought Aiden Blake back and is now part of Glitch. He calls himself the Glitch Star. See the big smile of Austin. Defends his title against Jacob Koss this Saturday as well. And the opening match of Blood Honor. Heard backstage about their match. It's supposed to be a no escape match, but we will find out this Saturday. And there's the debuting. Well, sort of debuting. Empire of Nations. Duke had his debut last week, losing to Chris Russell. And now finally the return of the former two-time United States champion Jackson Payne has returned. The sort of UK and a Canadian general. Together they are the Empire of Nations, as the shirt says. We know what Glitch can do, but Austin and Aiden is a new team, so a lot of surprises will be happening in this match. Same as for Duke and Jax, of course. This looks like it's Austin going against Duke first. The Star versus the General. Aiden, not a cruiserweight anymore, is now standing at what is it? I think it's 210. They got some weight, moving up to the light heavyweight division. Now work on the arm of Duke. Smart, but Duke, a truly technician wrestler. Oh, but so is Austin and headlock. Aiden, I mean, and on headlock now by Aiden. Work on the arm again and drops Duke down. And blocks the punch of Duke. And again a power of strength. Now waistlock by and takes him down. Oh, now into the corner and smashing his face into the turnbuckle. And 10 consecutive strikes on the turnbuckle. So far Aiden is showing something good. And Jax gets in the match now. And there's the knee. And a half suplex by Jackson. Or Jax as he likes to be called now. And a Snapdragon suplex by Aiden. And a tag to the Cruiserweight champion. Working on the body. Trapping the arm and pulling the other arm back. And a joint manipulation. And there's a knee to the back. And now the power of the Cruiserweight Champion with a slam. Whatever you like to call that thing. Oh, a jawbreaker by Jax. And a bicycle kick now. Oh, a fireman's carry now by Jax. And a gut check. Oh, is it done yet? Into the sick kick. Oh, Aiden asking for the tag and a jumping knee by Austin. Now Duke is asking for the tag and Duke gets in. It's now the General versus the Glitch. And a bicycle kick. And now a power and a fisherman suplex. Blocks the kick, gets him down. And an inverted sharpshooter. Oh, and a rope break. Great observation by the ref. Oh, what that? We've seen there's a lot of reverse Tiger Bomb. And the awesome stunner from Duke connects. 1. And a cloverleaf into the backbreaker. Beautifully moved from the Duke. Now headlock by Duke. Go for attack. Instead for an elevated flatliner. Aiden asking for the attack. And he gets in. Duke didn't do anything. Oh, and a running sweep now. And a running knee by Aiden. 1. And a kick out at 1 by Duke. And Aiden is looking for something. What's he looking for? Oh, Duke blocks it. And again the running leg sweep. Asking for the tag, but Aiden sort of blocks it. And Irish Whip it. No one is in the corner. Or misses whatever move. Now Duke has something in mind. And a spinning brainbuster by Duke. Gut wrench suplex. Isn't done yet. Rolls over. And again rolls over. The power of Duke. On display and the trifecta. Oh, and now into the corner where you don't want to be. Now what is this? And a powerbomb in with the elbow drop. 1. And Austin breaks it up. Oh, Jax went for the discus close but misses. Oh, Austin be smarter than Jax, but Jax rebounds back with a big forearm, sending Austin off the apron. And a rolling elbow by Jax now. Am I looking again for this elbow powerbomb? And they hit it. One. And Austin breaks it up again, but there is Jax and Duke with the double team and a full Nelson slam by the former US champion. And a leg drop bulldog. Oh, but here's Aiden with the knee. Oh, Aiden signaling it's over. Duke rolls out of the way and a clothesline from Aiden. And again. And a leaping clothesline now. Aiden on fire. And a running knee again. Duke has been open. 1, 2. And Duke kicks out both. All members were in the ring. And a Snapdragon suplex by Aiden Blake. Jax asking for the tag. And what is that? The rep and a ripcord knee strike now by Aiden. Smart move now by Aiden, dragging him to the corner. And Jax get taken out, but Duke kicked out. And Duke just spitting the blood when Jax takes down all Aiden. Then out a knee by Duke. And a reverse suplex by Austin. And the elbows by Aiden. And again the ripcord knee strike by Aiden. 1, 2. And the glitches win. Aiden's glitch debut. He picks up the win, making it 3-1 for Glitch and 1-0 for the Empire of Nations. What an amazing tag team by these two teams. Tag team by these two teams. Tag win. This. And the elbows by Aiden. Again, the ripcord knee strike by Aiden. 1, 2, and the glitch. Now we got some singles action again. It's the Mastodon versus the undefeated Intercontinental Champion, the Outcast. They see him all accompanied by Christian Maniac as always. Never a difference between these two. Always leading. And the Mastodon is just a dominant force. Currently standing at a 1-1. Lost last week to Kieran Cook with a super kick that looked like was a KO kick, kicking Mastodon KO, and his win was against Jaden when he tapped him out using a submission. Now waiting for the Outcast. And there he is. The Intercontinental Champion. Currently standing at 2-0. So he remains undefeated. But will he be undefeated at the end of this match? That is the big question. Because his opponent is no easy task. It's a 7 foot plus or whatever height the Amazon is. He's a big feller. But the Outcast shows no fear. Holding the Intercontinental Champion above his head. Won a title from Elijah Andrews. One of the most dominant Universal Champions we ever had before it was changed into Intercontinental Champion. Outcast did what no other man could do, that was defeat Elijah Andrews. Oh, misses a close line and a headbutt from the Mastodon. Cut the leg of Mastodon, but the Dragon Screw is now the Outcast. Now Mastodon with the Dragon Screw of his own. And now a Dragon Screw again from Outcast. Now slamming Mastodon's head into the mat. And stomping the hand now. Smart move by the Outcast, taking away the arm so he can't use his power moves anymore. Oh, but the Mastodon with the Fireman Scary. Misses the kick and Outcast pushes him away. And a big closer from the Mastodon. An elbow to the chest. Out and a kick to the back now. Arm drag. And what is Maniac doing on the outside now? Currently fighting in the ring, and knee from the mat, and Maniac just throws a chair in the ring. And well, Mastodon is just stomping. And now what's Outcast smarted, and now the power of Outcast with a back suplex. Mastodon wanted to use a chair, but Outcast sidestepped. Outcast on the top rope, not like we see a lot. And the elbow doesn't ground Mastodon fully. This is the overhead. A kick and a running knee. Oh, Maniac distracts Outcast. And now just fully taking advantage of the distraction of Maniac. And now the bear hug. Oh, but Outcast gets out. Outcast blocks whatever Outcast was going to go. What's this? And there's a punch to the chest. And a gorilla press position. Throws him down. 1. And the power of Mastodon. And a knee from Outcast now. Oh, went for the sudden stop, and Mastodon blocked with a clothesline, sends him to the outside. And now Maniac with a little assist throws Outcast back into the ring. Oh, now just wiping Outcast's face on the mat and an elbow to the back. Oh, rolls out in a headlock now by the Outcast. And the backbreaker, what a power from Outcast. And a stomps on the side of the head. What is this? Pump handle. Neck breaker from Outcast. And again Maniac distracting the ref. This time no chair, now working on the back of Outcast. And the face now. And joint manipulation. And a big knees of Mastodon to the back of Outcast. Oh, Mastodon is looking for something big. What a slam by Mastodon. 1, 2, and Outcast still kicks out. And now working on a knee of Mastodon. And now just a shoulder claw to Mastodon is Outcast. Oh, and just a chop block by Mastodon now. Outcast isn't done though. Oh, when misses. But is quickly back with a reverse DDT. And a slow blink. And a slow blink from the Outcast, but Mastodon back to his feet with a shoulder block. And now the submission. Pulling the legs back of Outcast. Oh, but Outcast had moved well scouted, pulling the legs back of Mastodon. But the damage to the back has been done. Now this is power and a double arm suplex. 1, 2, and Outcast still kicks out. It looks like Outcast have been busted open. And now the shoulder claw of Mastodon, and there you see the bloody Outcast. Not the first time Outcast has bled in Elite Pro. Oh, went for the barrack again, but it reverses it. Oh, Irish whip. And now the neck. What a match by these two men. And again the power of Outcast with the neck breaker. One, two, and Madsen still kicks out, and Outcast can't believe it. And now the move. 1, 2, and Madsen still kicks out. But Outcast isn't done. Again, looking for that sudden stop, but Mastodon blocks it again. And a clothesline from Outcast. And now the power of Outcast with the Michinoku driver. And a shoulder tackle by Mastodon. punch from Outcast now. And a big clothesline again. And looking again for that sudden stop. And he finally hits it, and the Outcast is... Mastodon is bleeding. Outcast is the first man to make the Mastodon bleed. And a headbutt by the Mastodon. Mastodon kicked out of the sudden stop, and he's bleeding. The first man to make the Mastodon bleed in Elite Pro is Outcast. Now the choke. And the Mastodon tapped out finally. Outcast defeated. What a match with these two. Outcast making Mastodon bleed. You see, the sudden stop but was blocked, and the power on display here. Outcast remains undefeated. 3-0 now. And Mastodon is now 1-2. But here's Trevor Wolf. Trevor Wolf attacking the champion like he did last week. But here comes Christian Maniac. But Maniac doesn't do much. Oh, but here comes Maniac now. Maniac comes back again. I don't know what Maniac is doing. What is... And the suplex by Trevor. And the ref saying to get out. We know Trevor attacked Outcast last week, saying that he joined High Voltage. But we didn't know Trevor would be coming here now. And the Outcast blocks whatever he was going for. And Maniac just with an assist to help Trevor, and a neck breaker. And the Outcast keeps bleeding and bleeding. We're now a double team by this too. And now just the punishment to Outcast. What in the world was that? Now we got our main event. As a United States champion, Brittany Black, current record 1 win and 1 loss in tag team. Tag team action. So 1 win in singles action and 1 loss in tag team action. Will she get her first loss in singles action here today, or will she remain undefeated and raising her streak up with 2-0? Brittany Black, one of a fan favorite here in Elite Pro. Surely, one of the bigger stars in our women's division. So is this woman, Dallas Lee, currently standing 2 wins, 1 loss. Former Intercontinental Champion. Had a short title reign because she left the company for a while, left everything to take some time off. But now she's back, and she's looking again for that gold. Got a power and a headlock by Dallas already, applying more pressure. Yeah, work on the arm of Brittany. Now Brittany working on the arm. Now Bella's working again on the arm. And now finally we get and again they're going back. Now that is pushing Britt into the corner. And a stunner. So far none of these women really haven't found an opening. And a back suplex, but Dallas might have found that opening now. As she pulls the arm back. Now with the leg sweep is Brittany. And a jawbreaker from Dallas. Oh, misses the crossbody. Oh, and ducks. And now slamming Brittany's face into the turnbuckle. And the 10 hits. And a beautiful takedown by Brittany. Now what? Saw this earlier tonight by Aiden. And a flatliner. Now into the corner. Oh, kicks Dallas away. And now the kicks to the midsection. Seen this a lot from Dallas. And the crowd is loving it. And the closing deal and a roundhouse. Now throws. When Dallas went for a high risk maneuver but paid the ultimate price as she crashed down onto the wood. But a kick didn't face Brittany whatsoever. That was Brittany and a cutter. Now Dallas throwing Brittany back into the ring. Now what has Dallas in mind here? And a knee to the face. It isn't done with a wrecking ball. Hurricane Rana. What a move. Oh, went for a slap but misses out. A kick by Brittany. Throws Dallas back into the ring. Fireman's carry. Now Dallas sends Brittany on the outside. Now Dallas looking for a high risk maneuver. And she landed her knees onto the wood. Now fighting on the outside. Dallas, what was that? And just a heel kick by Dallas Lee, blocking the forearm. And now the power of Dallas on display. No. And they're slamming Brittany onto the steel steps. Went for it again but misses. Brittany throws Dallas back into the ring. We've seen there's a lot of the Shining Wizard from Brittany Black. 1, 2, and Dallas kicks out. And now the Bronco Buster rolls out and a big uppercut. So what's Dallas going for? And another Bronco Buster. The champion danger now. The knees to the midsection and again the knees. And Brittany kicks out. And we know this move familiar. The Total World DDT by Dallas Lee. 1, 2, and Dallas has a future title shot. What a match. Dallas Lee now 3-1 and a future title shot. And Brittany Black is now 1-1-1. 1 win, 1 loss in singles action and 1 loss in tag team action. Now the question is, when will General Manager Ash Steel book this United States title match? That is the big question. Again, the brutal knees to the midsection, and again. And then the DDT to close off the match.